So this is my review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 21, called The Return. And basically what this episode's about is that the team's victory inside the framework is short-lived when now outside the framework an even bigger enemy sort of looms over them. And this was a really great and really entertaining episode that did a good job of sort of bringing back everything that happened before they win the framework, as well as bringing up some stuff inside the framework and some new stuff. And with that, I actually forgot that the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters got blown up by the AI and all that stuff that happened while Daisy and Simmons were trying to escape the headquarters and get inside the framework. I forgot all that stuff had happened until it was brought up, and just that was really amazing to see them going back to the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters now that it is absolutely destroyed, and having this big cost over their heads because everyone else outside of S.H.I.E.L.D. thinks that they are AI and that the real versions of them had been killed or something. And just them also dealing with the fact that people have found Mace's body and blaming on Quake because of the fact of the damage that happened to his body. And just all that was amazing to see how all that played out and how all the team dealt with all that. And then I really found it interesting what they did with Fitz and Ada in this episode, where they did it where Ada is still trying to comprehend all these feelings and emotions that she's going through now, and Fitz is kind of being there to sort of help her, but he also is trying to deal with all the different stuff he did inside the framework as well. And that was interesting to see what happened when Fitz finally told Ada something that she didn't want to hear, and just everything went terrible because she basically got every negative emotion possible all at once and she just went crazy. And I like the fact that I think it's a little overdone, but I still like it with how she has basically all the different inhuman powers from all the different Inhumans that they tested on. So she's basically all powerful, and that's amazing to see, but like I said, I think it's a bit overdone that they couldn't just give her a few powers. She has to have all of them. And then I also found it interesting with the Russian and what's all going on with him, where he's basically an infinite number of AIs that is all controlled by the one central mind that Ada took out of the original human Russian. And just that's very interesting, and I kind of can't wait to see what's going to happen there and who and how they're eventually going to find this main brain and destroy it. And I also really want to know what he and Ada now have planned to destroy everything and sort of make the framework world into the real world, and how they're going to do that. And I just don't think that's going to work out because of the fact of the slight changes and how much people hate Hydra in this real world, that I just don't think that they're going to reach quite that level that they did in the framework world where they were in control more. And I did also like the Russian sort of comparison that now with Ada having all these emotions and trying to understand the world as a human, that she's basically like a toddler and she's learning all these lessons that a toddler has to learn. The world is bigger than she thinks, and that everyone thinks differently than she thinks, and that she's not actually in control of the world. And just watching her sort of comprehend that stuff was very interesting to see. And just overall, this was a really amazing episode, and I just enjoyed seeing how all of it played out. And with how this episode ended with the return of Ghost Rider, I'm so excited to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, that's my review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 21, called The Return. So yeah, bye!